From the home of the reigning Super Bowl champs, we are inside a sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We go, set. 36 to Mike. Let's go, let's go. Yo, 80. Mike, 36.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Jets first down.
We go, set. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check three, check three, check three. 11, 12.
On 1st and 10, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Touchdown.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Left side, it's Dorsett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
12. Pilot, 64, weak. 53's Mike. Come on, D. Out.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
53, Mike 53. Here we go. Back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Monday. 12. 57 to Mike. Silver.
Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Room to run inside the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. The first carry for Elijah McGuire. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
In your face. Check 15, check 15.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Jackson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quinnen Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Whip. 11Z. Hey, check. 53's
Throwing on third down. Love. He'll find Harry on the right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Watch 36. Who that?
From the 25 on second down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw is Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
defense. Let's go. Pick it up, D. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Mexico, Mexico.
First down, here's White. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check. 12. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Hey, Zoo. Here we go. Let's go.
Luck on first down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running out of the gun with White. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Don't say nothing. Say. 12. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Foxtrot. Get that ball.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. Sponge. No.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the alert. 11.
From the 30 on second down. Luck. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check. Lucky.
On second down, it's Bell. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike. 5, 6, 7, 4. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch twist, watch. Twist.
On 1st down, it's White, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check. Crunch. 540. Easy. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
We got sack. 36. Line 36. I got one.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm going to run you over.
The give is to Bell. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
Brings up 81 and 6.
On 3rd down, Michelle. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Hey, Delta.
53.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
12. 53, Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Quo. Buzz.
Check 53's Mike. I'm coming.
Run for heck.
Watch out.
Luck now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They snap it to Love. And this is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
36.
I got one.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver. And it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check out.
53. Mike, 53.